Hi everyone, welcome. The intention of this practice is to really get our energy moving. So getting our heart rate really pumping, getting our breath rate pumping, maybe get a little bit of a sweat on. So if you could do this in a warm room, that might help with that little extra detoxification through a bit of a sweat. In general, we are wanting to help facilitate any sluggish or stagnant or heavy energy, to help sort of shake that off, to move that through your body, to flush it out of your tissues. So we're going to start standing. So place your feet a little wider than hip width apart. One hand onto your belly and one hand onto your chest. You can close your eyes. And all we'll do to start with is take some really deep, powerful breaths. So as you breathe in, really try to draw in as much air as you can, feeling your lungs stretch and expand. Feeling your belly expand. And then with your exhale, try to gather all of that air out of your lungs. So press every bit of air out of your lungs. So like a really powerful bellows. Inhale slowly. Breathe in as much air as you can. And exhale slowly. Press all of that air out. Take 2 more breaths just like that. Fill yourself up. Bring in as much fresh air as possible. And then empty yourself out. Get all of that air out of your lungs, even the bottom little bits of air, any stagnant breath in your lungs, press it all out. Last round. Good. Now opening your eyes, little bend in your knees. We're going to take a 3-part breath. So our breath is going to come in and out through in through our nose, out through our mouth. So we're going to inhale 1/3 of the way, arms go forwards. Inhale 2nd third of the way, arms go side. Inhale that last third, arms go all the way up, and then exhale like you're throwing it all the way out of your mouth. Bend your knees and throw yourself forwards. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Breathing in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, inhale, inhale. Let your arms swing. Exhale, sounds like this. Now you can pick up the pace a little bit, starting to speed that up. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Exhale. Maybe speed it up even a little bit more so you can find your own rhythm with this. Lots of momentum. Letting your head and your arms swing, starting to really pump your breath, pump your arms. Let's do 5 more. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Now stay down in that forward fold. Let your head dangle down. Let your breathing even out. And then when you're ready, fingertips to the floor, halfway lift, take a little peek forwards, step your right foot all the way back and lower your knee to the mat. Come on up to Crescent Lunge, sweep your arms high to the ceiling, inhale breath. And then exhale, take a big sweep of your arms back, belly and chest forwards. 2 more rounds, deepest breath, arms rise, and exhale, sweep back. 1 more, breathing in deep, sweep those arms high and open, and exhale back. Hands to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Now moving forwards to plank pose, shoulders over wrists. If you'd like supported plank, absolutely bring your knees to the ground. Let's power up our arms, power up our belly. Take an inhale inhale through your nose. And then exhale lion's breath out of your mouth. So you're going to kind of stick out your tongue, make a bit of a ferocious sound, and breathe out. Again, inhale. Lion's breath, powerful exhale. Inhale, breath. And then with your exhale, just a normal exhale, bend your elbows and you can lower halfway or all the way to the ground through that chaturanga. Breathe in for cobra or upward facing dog. And then back to downward facing with your exhale. Send your right leg high to the ceiling on an inhale breath. Draw your right knee to your right upper arm on your exhale, going through a dancing dog series. Back to three-legged dog, breathe in. Draw your right knee over to your left elbow, breathe out. And again, three-legged dog, inhale. Draw your knee to your forehead on your exhale, and then step that right foot between your hands. Come on up to your left fingertips. Take your right arm open towards the ceiling, nice low twist, spinning your chest towards the right, nice unraveling of your spine, and then step up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Rise to stand, inhale breath, and then right back down to forward fold, exhale breath. Other side, halfway lift, breathe in. Left foot steps back, lower your knee to the mat, and breathe out. Let's take arms up to Crescent Lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms back, exhale. Again, those really big, powerful breaths. Reach up and open, breathe deep, and exhale. Take your arms back. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Shift forwards to your plank pose or your supported plank again. 2 lion's breath. Breathe in as deeply as you can and then stick out your tongue, make some sort of fearsome noise as you get all of that breath out of your lungs. Again, inhale. Go for it. Lion's breath, exhale. Breathe in. Now we're going through regular chaturanga, halfway, all the way to the mat, your choice. Take your inhale to open up into cobra or upward dog and back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg sweeps to the ceiling. With your inhale, dancing dog, left knee, left elbow. Breathe out, nice and strong. Three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow with your exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Knee to forehead with your exhale breath, and then step that left foot between your hands. Right fingertips to the floor, left arm opens to the ceiling, nice low twist. Full breath. And then step to the top of your mat, forward folds. Rise to stand, inhale breath. And take hands down to center of chest this time with your exhale. Okay, set your feet up again. Touch wider than hip width apart. We're going to take a little bend in our knees. Hips stay nice and neutral. So our hips are not going to twist here. Our hips are going to stay neutral. And just from our belly upwards is going to twist. Make a fist with your left hand and pull it back by your side. Right arm reaches forwards. Breath is in and out through the nose. So inhale, and then switch with your exhale. Okay, and it's kind of like you're pulling yourself along on a rope here, reaching and pulling as your belly and your chest twist. So inhale as your right arm reaches forwards, exhale as your left arm reaches forwards. And you're going to go fast, so it sounds like this. So really nice deep breaths in and out through your nose like a pump. And as you do this, you're twisting from your belly, creating that nice digesting, sort of activating, twisting action through your belly and up through your spine. So keep it going. Keep it going. And you can find your own little rhythm, your own momentum here. Hips stay nice square, and you're letting your chest and your belly swing from side to side with that momentum. Keep it up. Maybe even pick up the pace a little bit. Get right to that sort of edge where you're like, whew, it's a little uncomfortable, but you're gonna stick with it. Keep that powerful breath. Keep pumping your breath in and out, in and out. Keep it up. Keep twisting, keep reaching, keep pulling. Now keep it up, maybe even go a tiny bit faster. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down, take a big breath, sweep your arms high to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to center of chest. Gather the insides of your feet, your knees and your thighs together, and sit back into chair pose. So really gather yourself in, steady and stabilize yourself. Let's take a breath where you are. Gather your shoulders back. And then a nice big twist, left elbow to outside of your right thigh. Press with right hand, that's your top hand, into your bottom hand to try to gently spiral your sternum, your chest around towards your thumbs. Sit your hips back and down. And take one more deep breath, steady breath in, and steady breath out. Forward fold, come down over top of both legs. Halfway lift, and then step your right foot all the way back. This time high lunge, back leg stays straight, and come up, rise all the way up. Sweep your arms to the ceiling. Inhale, let's open up the chest. Exhale, sweep your arms back, belly and chest forwards, just like we did before. Take 2 more of those. Stretch up and back, huge breath. Exhale, let it go. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Now inhale, rise up. Let's take our hands together to prayer. We're going to twist. Again, this time right elbow to outside of your left thigh. Keep those legs nice and powered up. Deep breaths as you spin your chest towards your thumbs. One more full inhale breath. Big belly exhale breath. Release your hands mindfully down to the mat. And then let's sweep left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Shake that leg out a little bit if you need. Stack that left hip open on top of the right if you want. And from here, we're going to take that left knee over towards our right elbow. And then step your left foot to the right side of your mat. From here, we're moving to our reverse side plank. So back heel can spin down to the floor. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. And if you want to modify this, please absolutely just get that left knee and shin onto the mat underneath you. Okay, stay here, or an option if you choose, inhale breath, and then exhale, take that top elbow and your bottom knee, so right elbow and left knee, and curl them in together to touch. And then inhale, stretch leg and arm out long. And again, exhale, elbow and knee gather in. One more time. Big breath, open wide. And exhale, elbow and knee together. Good, let's come on back to downward facing dog. You can always rest if you need. Optional flow here through vinyasa. Inhaling plank or supported plank. Exhale, cycling through that yoga push-up. Inhale to open. And back to down dog, exhale. Okay, in downward dog, nice full breath. And a clearing breath out. Right leg rises. Take it right up and back, 3-legged dog, and then step forwards between your hands. Warrior 2, back foot seals to the ground, and rise up, hips, chest, and shoulders open to that left side of your mat. Get really nice and grounded through your feet. Arms reach to the ceiling, and then hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Stretch up and back. So you're coming towards a reversed warrior, but you're kind of pulling with that left hand on your right wrist so that your core is actually having to support you a little bit more here. Let's take another breath. So one more big breath. Keep pulling on that right wrist with your left hand. Draw up through neutral and then switch the grip. So hold on to left wrist with your right hand. And then pull forwards like you're coming into a side angle pose, really lengthening your rib cage out long over that front thigh. Big inhale breath. Big exhale breath. Now back up through center. Let go of your wrists. Regular old reversed or exalted warrior. Breathe in and then breathe out. Side angle pose, regular old side angle pose. Forearm to thigh, fingertips down, your choice, for a full breath. All right, take your hands down and step back to downward dog. Now, option one is, just ignore what I'm about to offer and hang out in a yogi squat here, or forward fold for a few breaths if you want. If you are going to come along, come to downward dog, look forwards, lift your heels up, bend your knees, and then we're going to hop our feet towards the outsides of our hands, coming to our yogi squat. Hands can lift, and then hands down and hop back to that downward dog, but with your knees kind of bent, like so, okay? And then just back and forth. So to your yogi squat, and to bent knee downward dog. And like 3 or 4 more times. Keep breathing. Hop forwards right away. Hop back. 2 more, hop forwards. Hop back. Last one, hop forwards. And hop back. Good, hop forwards to that yogi squat. And then forward fold. Let it go. Flutter out through your lips if you'd like. Let's come on up to stand. Sweep those arms high. And hands to center of chest. Hopefully you're getting your breath going a little bit. I'm feeling it for sure. Feet underneath your hips. Possibly a touch wider than your hips. Nice and parallel. Arms sweep up. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Lift your heels off the ground. Spread out your toes. Reach up as if you could touch the roof. Inhale, breath. And then exhale, root your heels down. Really try to make sure your knees are tracking over the middles of your feet. Sit way back into a nice big squat and reach fingertips to the floor. Okay? So again, rising up, heels lift. Reach towards the ceiling, inhale. Root your heels, sit your bum way back and down. Fingertips try to touch out in front of your toes. And then keep doing that. So that's option one, reaching up. And then sinking back into that nice deep squat. Okay, maybe about 10 times. Option two is to actually add on a jump. So instead you can go up and down. Jump and back to that nice deep squat. And the whole purpose of this is to really activate those big power pump muscles of your legs and to really get our circulation going, our heart pumping, our breath pumping. So about 10 to 20 of those, and I've lost track, so you're gonna have to figure out how many more you wanna do. I'll do 3 more. Keep your breath going. And then let's rise up. Inhale. Hands to center of your chest. Gather your feet together, inner knees, inner thighs, and steady yourself again back into chair pose. Gather the shoulders back, so shoulders just kind of shrug back. Right elbow outside of left thigh, sinking down into our prayer twist. Couple nice big belly breaths here. Maybe one more. forward folds. Bow down. Half lift. Step your left foot all the way back. High lunge. Back thigh stays straight. Come on up. Hips square. Arms rise. Big, huge inhale. Open the chest. And exhale. Arms carve back behind you. 2 more rounds. Breathing in. Breathing out. And 1 more inhale. And exhale. Back up to high lunge. Hands gather together. And again, we're twisting, this time left elbow to outside of your right thigh. Rotate sternum around towards your thumbs. We're not here for long, so 1 or 2 more cleansing belly breaths. And then gaze down and mindfully release your hands to the mat. Send that right leg behind you. It's been working hard, so maybe shake it out a little bit. Maybe stack right hip on top of the left. And then take that right knee over towards your left elbow. Reversed side plank, so you're stepping right foot over to the left side of your mat and spinning that back heel onto the floor. Left arm opens up towards the ceiling. Remember, you can always modify right knee and shin onto the floor underneath you. Stay wherever you are, or we've got that option to gather elbow and knee together. So if you're coming along, inhale, breath, reach out like a big starfish, and then exhale, right knee and left elbow together. And then 2 more. Inhale, breath, and exhale, breath. And really try to stay steady with your breathing, even though you're working hard. Inhale, and exhale. Back to downward facing dog, or a moment of child's pose if you'd like a rest. Optional vinyasa if you want to cycle through. If you got the juice for a vinyasa, welcome to move through with breath. And we'll meet back in downward dog. Right away, the left leg rises on your inhale. Step forwards with your exhale and rise to warrior 2. Hips, chest, shoulders open to the right side of your mat. So anchor down from your hips to your feet, and then take your arms up, and we're grabbing the left wrist with our right hand, drawing into a nice side stretch, pulling up and back into that exalted warrior, staying nice and anchored through your belly, your core. Inhale, stay where you are, exhale, and then back up to neutral. Switch the grip of your hands and pull forwards into sort of the same shape as a side angle pose, but you're pulling on that right wrist with your left hand. You're trying to pull some nice length through that right side of your body. Now back up, release your hands, regular exalted warrior. Breathe in and exhale, regular side angle with your breath out. Your version of side angle, whichever version that is for you. Slowly take that top hand down, and let's come to downward facing dog. Let's come through to our seat here. So if you're wanting to hop through to your seat, you can, or just lower your knees, cross your ankles, and come to your seat. Okay, so option 1 here is feet on the ground. We're going to work some belly, some core. Feet on the ground, sitting nice and tall, hands to prayer. And you can stay upright or lean back just slightly with this sense of really stitching in, gathering in, knitting in your lower belly towards your spine. You can almost even imagine pulling your 2 hip points towards each other to really get that deep core nice and activated. So this is, again, option one. You can just stay kind of upright or slightly leaning back and then twist from side to side. Okay? Option two, again, feet on the ground. You can inhale, lean back, and then exhale, gather up as you twist. Okay? And then inhale, lean back, and exhale, gather up as you twist to the other leg. All right? Option three is full boat pose. That's shins parallel to the ceiling. Okay? If you're in boat pose, we'll inhale, lean back as you extend the legs. Exhale, gather up and twist. So let's go all together. Breathe in, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Powerful breath. Take it back, inhale. Gather up and twist, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep it up. Inhale. Try to twist as much as you can on your exhale. Lengthen long. Breathe in. Twisting with your exhale. We've got two more on each side. Breathe deep. Twist, breathe out. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come back. So you're in that full sort of hovering boat, sinking boat. Take a breath and then let it go. Whew, big sigh of relief. We're done. Done our core anyways. Feet flat to the ground. Let's check in bridge pose just to lengthen out the belly, the hip flexors, the front of the body. So feet parallel but hip width apart, arms down by your sides. And then start to roll up. Press up through your hips. Roll up through your spine. Take your time. Press those hip points straight up to the ceiling as high as you can. An option, just keep your hands flat down on the ground, or if you want to interlace your hands underneath you and shimmy your shoulders and your arms underneath your chest, you can as well. Another breath or two here, really pressing up through the fronts of your hips. So we're lengthening out all of that area that we were just working in that core exercise. Big breath. And then slowly roll back down. All right. Moving into fish pose, just to open up across the chest. Let's take our hands, palms down, and just tuck your thumb and point your fingers kind of underneath your butt cheeks. Stretch your legs out nice and long. And then press up onto your forearms. Hug your elbows, your shoulders, your arms back. Big puff of your chest, and then let your head drape back. So your neck, front of your neck and throat is open. Keep puffing up through your chest, your sternum as much as possible. Keep hugging your shoulders back. Another inhale, big, huge breath. Exhale, untuck your head and release to the ground. You can get your hands out from underneath your hips and rebend your knees. Place your feet nice and flat. All right, let's take a nice little brief twist from side to side. Slowing down, finishing up here. So squeeze your knees in towards your chest. And then just gather your knees over to the left side of your mat. Let your right arm sweep open to the right side. Stay here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Again, big breath in. And big breath out. Sweep back up to center and right on over to the other side. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Left arm heavy out to left side. Breathe in as much air as you can. Nice and relaxed. Breathe all the way out. Again, inhale. And exhale. come on back up through to center. And now coming up to your seat, so either rocking, if you'd like, up and down a few times through your spine, or roll over to one side, use your hands to help you up. Let's take our legs straight out in front of us. One more shape to finish here. So forward fold, arms rise, take a nice breath, and then tip yourself forwards, and like you're closing yourself up, like closing a book, bowing down over your legs. Now steadying yourself here, grounding yourself by slowing down your breath even more. Slowing down your breath rate, slowing down your heart rate. Take 2 more rounds of breath in your forward folds. And after your last exhale, slowly roll yourself back up to your seat. And you can cross your legs. Gather your hands in, one to belly, one to chest. And we'll take a last really clearing, cleansing, rinsing breath to finish. So breathe as much air in through your nose as you can. And then breathe all of that out. Let it all go with your exhale. And I'll leave you there. So thanks for tuning in, for practicing.